Welcome back to Day One Voiceover. My name is Robert Vienna, and I am documenting my journey into a new career into the voiceover business. By the way, that little intro that I say all the time, I know I've said it with every one of my videos, but I'm going to keep doing it until I find that I'm an actual established voiceover professional. Just for anyone that might be joining the channel, they'll know what to expect. So thanks again for being here. By the way, I got the red and green lights because we're past Thanksgiving now. And we're officially into Halloween, into the Christmas season. So hence the lights. Now, I actually wanted to do this video on Thanksgiving Day because the day before Thanksgiving, the evening before, as I was making my apple pie for the next day and the green bean casserole and all of that, I found out that I won my first job on Voices.com, and I couldn't be happier about it. I made a video talking about how I made my first, or I'd landed my first job on Fiverr, and that actually ended up being my most viewed video on my channel so far. I think last count's like 4,500 views, which is awesome because it shows that you guys are excited about other people's success and you want to see how people got there. So I'm making a video about Voices.com now. And I think it's a great follow-up because my last video talked about how difficult my journey had just gotten. And I like to talk about those things because those are very real things that anyone that's getting into this business is likely going to run into. And I've gotten some of that feedback from you guys talking about how I'm going through a similar journey, similar struggles and roadblocks. And it seems that my video is inspiring some people to continue to move forward. So that's amazing, absolutely amazing. But I wanted to share this because I want to talk about how I got that job. Now, if you've watched all of my videos up until now, you know that it's been a lot of steps. There's been a lot of practice and training and websites and all of that stuff to try and get myself set up, demo reels and things like that. So this isn't an accident that I landed my first job on Voices. And I feel like I'm putting a little bit more emphasis into Voices because Fiverr's Fiverr, and it's a cool place to at least get started and get your name out there. But Voices is a very reputable name in voiceover auditioning to try and land jobs. And you're up against a lot of people. So my very first job wasn't a big one. Similar to Fiverr, it was a very small one. It's just for, I think a church is doing like a spoof Hallmark movie video, and they had me do, or I auditioned for the voiceover, which is kind of a little bit of an announcery type voice, this Christmas, that kind of thing. But it ended up working out, and it's officially my first paid job on Voices. But with the struggles I had with my schedule, I quite literally recorded that audition in between a lunch break, or it might have even been just a work break in general. Not even my lunch break, I opened up my phone, I saw that there was an audition that came in, I ran upstairs, I had been working for a few hours, so I stepped away. I recorded it real quick in walk-in studios, ran downstairs, edited, submitted, and it was done by the time I was done with my work break. And what I mentioned earlier about this not being an accident is because I've done enough repetitions with it. I've submitted enough auditions, I've practiced editing my files enough that I was able to do it that fast. If I hadn't put in that practice, there's no way I would have even mentally given myself the green light to go ahead and try and even squeeze in an audition during a break. So the lesson here is put in the time whenever you can. Put in those reps whenever you can. Because not only does it help with the process and being able to submit these auditions as fast as you can, but it also helps loosen up your voice, loosen up your skill set, and warm it up so that when the next audition comes around, you're ready for it and you can just knock it out. But another thing that I wanted to say for this video is that as excited as I was on Thanksgiving and I wanted to make a video about being thankful that I got my first job, since then, since I've even been able to make that video, decided to make it, up until this moment, I've actually gotten 2 more shortlists. So I got a total of 3 shortlists in a week's time. And for anyone that's considered Voices.com or has been on it for a while, you know that short lists are the goal. That might not be the actual job, but at the very least, it's an indication that you got things in order, that your audio is clean, that your read is clean, that you interpreted the script the way they intended, or at the very least gave them something different to make them say, oh, okay, well, this isn't what we asked for, but this sounds really good. So whether I get those other 2 jobs or not, I don't know. One of them would be great because it would pay off my entire year's worth of subscription to voices.com. So keeping my fingers crossed for that one. But the lesson of this video is really just to tell you that even if you are going through those struggles, if you have those roadblocks, find your moments of time. Find those little slivers of time to keep putting in the reps, keep putting in the practice, because at least for me, it's paying off. And to get 3 shortlists in a week's time is an absolute blessing. And it's really cool that it's coming off the heels of Thanksgiving, something to be thankful for. And I got Christmas around the corner. There's a lot of joyful spirit in the air. So I'm happy about that. And I just wanted to share that little win with you guys. Share your wins, which is also an important thing. However small it might seem, tell people about it. Tell people how excited you are about it. Just because it might not seem big to someone else, it's big to you, and vocalizing that and letting people know about that is going to help you in the long run as well. So again, thank you very much for watching to the end. Hopefully you're celebrating this little win with me as well. If you have any wins of your own, please feel free to share them also. It's cool to hear other people's experiences along with mine, especially for those of you that are kind of on a similar path. So thanks again, as always. If you like the content, like, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube stuff. And until the next video, we'll talk soon.